So, Rockstar didn't just drop trailer 2, they quietly loaded the official GTA 6 website with a ton of new info. Character bios, new locations, and story hints we definitely didn't get from the trailer alone. Some of this stuff completely changes how we look at Jason and Lucia. And honestly, the entire state of Leonida is starting to feel even bigger than we thought. So, let's break it all down. No fluff, just everything you might have missed while everyone else was too busy rewatching the trailer on loop. Vice City, USA. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. So now we've got confirmation that this isn't just about Vice City. It's about the entire state of Leonida, which is basically Rockstar's take on Florida. The easy score goes wrong setup is classic GTA, but the mention of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the whole state, that's way bigger than anything we've seen in past games. It sounds like Jason and Lucia accidentally land in something way over their heads. And that line, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive, just reinforces what we've seen throughout both trailers. Their relationship isn't just for emotional weight, it's probably the only thing keeping them alive as everything around them falls apart. Then we get a short character description for Jason, along with a bunch of new images of him, and they give us a bit more insight into who he really is. Jason wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. So now we know Jason isn't just some random dude doing odd jobs. He's got a past tied directly to crime, and even tried to break out of it by joining the army. But after that, he just slid right back into the underworld, this time running jobs for drug dealers in the Florida Keys. It makes a lot of sense now why he's so calm during high-stress moments in the trailer. He's been through a lot, and crime isn't something new for him. It's just what he knows. That last line, "It might be time to try something new," is interesting too. Maybe that something new is the bigger heist we see in the trailer. Or maybe it's him trying to run his own operation instead of just working for other people. Either way, he's clearly done playing small time. After that, we get even more pictures of Jason. All new shots, not seen in the trailer. And alongside those, there's another quote. "If anything happens, I'm right behind you." Then it adds, "Another day in paradise, right?" Meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out, but right now it's hard to tell. This adds more weight to what we've already seen. Jason's fully committed to whatever this is with Lucia, but he also knows it could go sideways fast. That one line says a lot. Right behind you, not ahead of you or protecting you, but riding shotgun in whatever mess they get into. It fits perfectly with the tone Rockstar's been setting. He's not leading, he's not following, he's just in it with her, wherever it goes. And again, Rockstar leans into that line between love and danger. Jason clearly wants this to work, but with everything getting more chaotic, even he's not sure how it'll end. Then the site gives us more insight into Lucia, and there's quite a bit to unpack. Her full name is confirmed, Lucia Caminos, and her backstory paints a very different picture from Jason's. Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life has been coming at her swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her in the Leonida Penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. Lucia's learned her lesson, only smart moves from here. So right away we see she's not just tough, she's been raised that way from the beginning. Unlike Jason, who drifted back into crime after trying to walk away from it, Lucia's path seems like it was never really a choice. Survival mode from day one. Her time in prison clearly left a mark, and now she's done taking dumb risks. Everything going forward is calculated, or at least that's the plan. Then we get a bit more context on what's driving her. More than anything, Lucia wants the good life her mom has dreamed of since their days in Liberty City. But instead of half-baked fantasies, Lucia is prepared to take matters into her own hands. That Liberty City mention, yeah, that caught my attention. Rockstar doesn't just name-drop stuff like that for no reason. It connects Lucia's backstory to the bigger GTA world, and it makes you wonder if they're setting up something way bigger, not just for the story, but maybe for the future of GTA Online. I mean, think about it. Leonida's already massive, but what if Rockstar's plan is to expand the map over time? Like drop DLCs or new chapters set in other cities, and Liberty City could easily be one of them. Kinda like how they kept updating GTA Online for years, but this time with full new locations. And again, Lucia isn't just causing chaos for fun. She's clearly trying to build something, make a better life, not chasing some fantasy but actually taking control. She's got a plan, and the fact that Rockstar's showing us that this early, that's saying a lot. Then it gets more direct. The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got. A life with Jason could be her way out. Fresh out of prison and ready to change the odds in her favor, Lucia's committed to her plan no matter what it takes. So yeah, the partnership with Jason isn't just about love or adrenaline. For her, it's strategic. If they stick together, they might actually beat the system that's been against them from the start. But there's also a sense of danger in that line no matter what it takes. Feels like she's ready to burn bridges if it means breaking out of the cycle. Then we get another line tied to a new piece of artwork showing Jason and Lucia laying on a bed. One of those rare, quiet moments between the chaos, only in Leonida. When the sun fades and the neon glows, everyone has something to gain and more to lose. That pretty much sums it all up. This isn't just about fast cars and big explosions. The world of GTA 6 is going to be filled with people chasing something. Money, power, escape, and every move you make has a price. And to my surprise, that's not all. The website actually introduces more characters beyond Jason and Lucia. One of them is Hampton, and his description instantly sets a different tone. What if everything on the internet was true? Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's, Cal, feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. So yeah, Cal's definitely that guy, the conspiracy theory guy, the one who's always lurking on sketchy forums and listening to radio chatter no one else pays attention to. And the fact that he's connected to both Jason and Brian probably means he's going to pop up more than once during the story, maybe as someone who feeds intel or gets them into trouble. Then we get another line that just screams tinfoil hat energy. There are way too many birds flying around in perfect formation. It's short, but says everything about how this dude sees the world. He's not dumb, just paranoid, and maybe not entirely wrong. Classic Rockstar move, throwing in someone who seems like comic relief but might end up being crucial. Then they hit us with, the psychopaths are in charge. Get used to it. Cal is at the low tide of America and happy there. Casual paranoia loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans. That last bit makes it clear Cal isn't trying to rise through the ranks or chase money like the others. He's just vibing in the chaos, watching the world burn from the safety of his living room. And honestly, that could make him either the safest ally or the most unpredictable wildcard. Next up, we get a shift in focus. Right below the character bios, there's a Visit Leonida logo with the tagline, "Tour a few of the must-see destinations across the Sunshine State." Click the Explore Vice City, and we're greeted with a headline that sets the tone immediately. Everything in excess. And then, we're a long way from the 80s, but Vice City is still the sun and fun capital of America. The glamour, hustle, and greed of America captured in a single city. Each neighborhood has something to offer, from the pastel Art Deco hotels and bright white sands of Ocean Beach to the bustling panaderias of Little Cuba and the bootleg brands of the Tishawaka Flea Market, out to the VC Port, the cruise ship capital of the world. So yeah, this isn't just about neon and palm trees anymore. Vice City's not stuck in the past, it's evolved into a full-blown modern mess of luxury, crime, culture, and scams. Ocean Beach sounds like a polished tourist trap, while Little Cuba and the Tishawaka Flea Market bring in that raw street-level texture. And the VC Port, if cruise ships are coming and going, that probably means smuggling opportunities too. There are also a bunch of new screenshots next to this section, but we'll break all those down in another video because there's way too much packed in here to rush it. And we're not done yet. Rockstar introduces another character, Booby Ike. Here's what the website says. It's all about Heart, the Jack of Hearts. Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire spanning real estate, a strip club, and a recording studio, Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business. Then there's this line that says everything. The club money pay for the studio, and the drug money pay for it all. Yeah, Booby may have leveled up, but he hasn't left the streets behind. He just monetized them. He's got his hands in every Vice City hustle, and he's not pretending otherwise. Top quality cuts. Booby might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with the young aspiring music mogul Draquan for Only Raw Records that he's most invested in. Now they just need a hit. So not only is he playing the nightlife game, but he's also trying to push a music label with Draquan, another new name to keep an eye on. Next up, there's another clickable postcard, this time taking us to the Leonida Keys, and it's clear Rockstar's leaning into the Florida vibes harder than ever. Gateway to paradise. The dress dress code is casual, the bars are loaded. Life in this tropical archipelago isn't flashy, but it's easy. Get your buzz on and pull up a deck chair, but look out, you are right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful and dangerous waters in all of America. It sounds chill on the surface, but the ending is a reminder that trouble's never too far in this world. And judging by the screenshots here, the Keys won't just be a small side area, there's a lot of variety packed in. We've got swampy back roads with gators, bars like the Rusty Anchor, bridges stretching across massive open water, low-flying seaplanes, people passed out on benches, scuba divers under the surface, and a yacht party scene straight out of a music video. It's a very different vibe from Vice City, but no less detailed, and some of these shots honestly look closer to real photos than in-game captures. Rockstar's engine is clearly pushing boundaries here. And finally, we get some background on Draquan Priest, the young music entrepreneur tied to Booby Ike's empire. The site reads, Draquan Priest, only raw records. Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking into music was the goal. Then there's this quote from him that sums up his mindset perfectly. Dancers are like my A&Rs. If the record's a hit, DJ's gonna be spinning it. This guy clearly sees opportunity everywhere, including strip clubs. Below that, Rockstar adds, you're with the label now. Now that he's signed the real dimes, Draquan's days of booking acts into Booby's strip club might be numbered as he sets his sights on the Vice City scene. So while Booby laid the groundwork, Draquan's clearly trying to take things further, turning the nightlife hustle into something way bigger. You can already tell he's got his eyes on the top. And with guys like him around, it's not just about shootouts and deals. Vice City's gonna be full of music, clout, and people trying to make a name for themselves in every way possible. Then we've got another area to explore, grass rivers. And the website kicks it off with this. Welcome to the wetlands, the untamable jewel of Leonida's crown. You never know what lies beneath the surface of this primordial expanse. The gators may be the most famous attraction, but there are far deadlier predators and weirder discoveries among the mangroves. Yeah, this part of the map is wild, literally. From the muddy, alligator-infested swamps to backwater gun nuts caked in dirt, it's basically Florida Man territory in full swing. There's a real sense that anything can go down here, and you're either deep in trouble or just passing through something totally bizarre. The screenshots don't hold back either. Helicopters, airboats, and backroad truck chases. It's like Rockstar cranked the chaos dial up just for this zone. Next up on the character list, we got Real Dimes, a duo made up of Baylux and Roxy. Here's how Rockstar introduces them. Real Dimes, viral videos, viral hooks. Baylux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold, hard cash via spicy rap tracks and a relentless social media presence. They even dropped one of their signature lines, all my dimes in this club, meet my twin, make it a dub, and then comes the story behind the buzz. One hit away from fame, an early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now, after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to Only Raw Records, hoping lightning can strike twice. So yeah, these two are clearly hustlers in their own right, part music industry, part influencer grind, part street smart chaos. They're not just chasing clout, they're grinding for a second shot at the top, and they've already got the attention of Draquan and Booby. Next up is Port Gllhorn, and yeah, this place's glory days are long gone. Live hard. This is Leonida's forgotten coast. Cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring the tourists back, but there's a new economy in this once popular vacation spot. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold on to your wallet. Rockstar's not sugarcoating it. This area looks rough, the kind of place where everything's falling apart but somehow still alive in its own chaotic way. Neon signs flicker outside strip clubs, dudes are passed out next to shopping carts, and there's a heavy dose of don't ask too many questions in the air. Port Gllhorn feels like the wild edge of Leonida, sketchy, trashy, and exactly the kind of place where GTA stories are born. Now meet Raul Bautista, the kind of guy who doesn't just rob banks, he makes it look like an art form. Raul Bautista, experience counts. Confidence, charm, and cunning. Raul's a seasoned bank robber always on the hunt for talent, ready to take the risks that bring the biggest rewards. Life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we'd all be wise to remember that. He's got that smooth, calculated vibe, like a guy who's always 2 steps ahead, but probably likes the thrill of not knowing what's around the corner. Rockstar calls him a professional, but also makes it clear that his style leans toward the dangerous side. The more reckless he gets, the higher the stakes for his crew. So either you keep up with him or you cash out before it all goes sideways. Next up is Ambrosia, a part of Leonida where tradition, industry, and chaos all crash into each other, keeping Leonida sweet. The battle for the health and wealth of Leonida begins here. In the heart of Leonida, American industry and old-school values still reign supreme whatever the cost. The Allied Crystal Sugar Refinery provides the jobs, while the local biker gang provides almost everything else. This area looks like it's stuck between two worlds, one where factories still matter and another where biker gangs run the real show. The screenshots say it all. Groups of patched-up riders rolling deep, grimy streets, refineries belching smoke, and rural fires in the distance. It feels like the kind of place where people talk about hard work and community values while quietly dealing in chaos behind the scenes. Next up, Brian Heater is straight out of the old-school playbook. Nothing better than a mudslide at sunset. Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys. Still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife Lori, Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. His quote nails the vibe. "I hauled so much grass in that plane, I could make the state of Leonida levitate." Don't let the Hawaiian shirt and tan fool you. Brian might look like a chilled-out beach bum, but the guy's sharp. He's got Jason staying at one of his spots rent-free, but of course, there's a catch. As long as Jason helps with a few errands and shows up for sangria with Lori, it's all good. Then there's Mount Kalaga, the northernmost edge of the map, and it definitely looks like the place Rockstar will use to let players completely unplug from the chaos of Vice City. The description on the site reads, "Wild, wild country. Room to breathe on the state's northern fringes. A national landmark up against the state's northern border, Mount Kalaga offers prime hunting, fishing, and off-road trails. In the lush surrounding backwoods, hillbilly mystics and paranoid radicals live far from the prying eyes of the government." So yeah, we're probably going to run into everything from militia compounds to meth labs out there, but it's not all danger. The place looks stunning. You've got peaceful kayaking scenes, deer roaming by the river, quad bikes tearing through dirt trails, and helicopters flying low over remote cliffs. It's the kind of area that feels like a throwback to Blaine County from GTA 5, but way more alive and grounded in the modern American weirdness Rockstar loves to mock. And that's how it ends, with Jason and Lucia digging through the trunk, probably plotting their next move, and that now iconic sunset logo popping up again. But this time it's paired with something a little less exciting. The official release date, May 26th, 2026. Yup, it's confirmed, and sadly, still no mention of a PC release. At this point, it's starting to feel like we might not get it until 2027 or even later. Hopefully not 2030, but well, with Rockstar, you never know. So yeah, turns out Rockstar's website might be the most underrated part of this whole reveal. From shady new characters to wild new locations, it's clear they're building something way bigger than just Vice City. But that's just scratching the surface. We've still got all those new screenshots to go through in another video, so hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss it. And if you noticed anything interesting I skipped, throw it in the comments. I'm reading all of them.